shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home, that's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown, I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my hockin' gon' let him have it. Hey, think you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it, ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talkin' shit, yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we UPK, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm reppin'. And my niggas solid, number real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start steppin'. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood, I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them. I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For why take your life or let you take mine? That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, the shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complexion. Still fighting to get accepted, we hear the truth and reject it. But love is getting corrected, and all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Wrong with you, boy?
Israel, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, under commanding General Yohana, presents the Lord's 55th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 55th Annual Passover is rapidly approaching. Commanding General Yohana is calling for all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to remember what the Lord did for us by saving us from our oppressors and choosing us to be a special people unto Him, the real Jews and Israelites. Passover will be held in Durham, North Carolina. Pay your Passover fee. Anyone 17 years of age or older must pay $200. Come and enjoy fresh lamb, unleavened bread, and the Spirit of Christ. Can't wait to see you all there, Israel. Shalom.
Cabins on streets and corners, all is feeling righteous. Real particular, nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us.
Fake love, real hate.
One West.
But we set apart, nigga.
They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. Oh, you can't keep it silent, I ain't fucking with you. Fuck a fake friend, show is over. close the curtain. Told you that they loved you, laughed at you when you was hurting. One thing about that UPK, this brotherhood for certain. Dressed you up in all black, urged you up to put that work in. Same niggas that was on the block putting that work in. Abandon that lifestyle, cause now I know my purpose. Coming from a place where a black man life is worthless. 400 plus years, yeah, living out them curses. I blame the so-called leaders in the churches. Was supposed to save our soul, instead they led us to the hearses. Backstabbed and betrayed by the people you would die for. Your family ain't family, so-called friends switch sides on you. Cracker take a knee on your neck, whisper and die, boy. So I stay strapped with the Kaepernick, that's the firearm. Gotta watch your back, you know them demons out here lurking. If I don't know shit, then I know one thing for certain, look. They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you. They hate you when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you.
I say fuck the fake love and disloyal behavior. Brotherhood is a weapon, but bitch niggas is contagious. Hating your elevation instead of hitting the pavement. Watching your every move and never give motivation. Situational friendships get way with adversity. And these days, just a little bit of your kindness a luxury. I'd rather you keep your distance, be a fuck nigga too close to me. Prefer to fuck with fear niggas than house niggas with notes on me. Get a shirt off my back for devoted niggas with loyalty. I notice the lack of devoted niggas that's trustworthy if you ain't in no black. Ranked up, I give two fucks for free. Death before dishonor is a must. It ain't no choice for me, I'm bred different. Was never one to die, just bullshit, I'm fed different. Fuck all the information out of pulpits, I'm led different. Been taught to follow a code. Israel law, statutes, commandments, freely given, never sold, nigga.
They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you.
All right, clap it up. Clap it up. Shalom, shalom, Israel. Shalom, Virginia. Shalom. All right, we're making sure we up everywhere. If I can get a 1 in the chat. If y'all can hear me, all right. If I'm coming through to Rob, if you can see me and hear me, let me get a 1 in the chat. Got a little bit of a different setup tonight. We on the fly right now. We on the fly tonight, but we're going to make it work. We're going to get through it. All right, I got a 1W from Akwaf Raya, Akwaf Diana. That means y'all can hear me. We're going to be all right then. We're going to get through it. All right. I am broadcasting mobile tonight. Broadcasting mobile with the thanks to Starbucks for their Wi-Fi. All right. We're going to go ahead and get it started. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street out of Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. We are not affiliated with any Christian organization, period. And we're not affiliated with any other fake Israelite group. If you are not in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, you are not in the truth. And I can't stress that enough. I watched the Book of Clarence finally. Well, I watched most of it. But it just goes to show the importance of that one body. It's comical. It seemed like it got some pretty funny parts in it. I'm gonna have to go back and check it out again. This is tonight's Lashawan Qadash class, the Holy Tongue. This is what we come to learn, the Hebrew tongue. Getting back to our roots, getting back to what we speak, to our language. We had a language before we got off of those slave ships. We had a language before the conquistadors came and enslaved us there. And it was Hebrew, and it is Hebrew. And this is where we come back to learn our language, learn our holy tongue. So the water for everybody that's in here tonight, Again, a little bit of a different setup. We on the fly, but we're gonna make it work. This is the Lashawan Qadash class. First thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and shout out everybody that's here. Yahba Shem Yahweh Shabba Rakatah. To Mr. Batista. Mr. Batista, go ahead and put your city name and state in there. If it's Mr. Batista, that's cool. Just let me know where you're coming from. I see you put Shalom. We say Shalom here, but you're in the right spot to learn that, though. You're in the correct spot to learn it. Let us know who you are. We're glad to have you tonight. There's also a link. In the thread for you to log on to the stream, the Lashawan Qadash class. We try to have more of a traditional classroom setting. So by all means, if you can, go ahead and hit the link before Sister Aya get throwing that cap up. And come on in so we can get to class again. The link is at the top of the stream. Yahweh Shamal Atan Ba'Shem Yahweh Shada Akwaf Ra'aya. Yahweh Shamal Atan Ba'Shem Yahweh Shada Sister Deanna. Yahweh Shamal Atan Yahweh Shada. Look, the cap is already in the air. Sister Aisha. And again, I'm gonna go ahead and bring you on the stage, Sister Ra'aya. And how are you doing tonight? Ma Shalamka. Ma Shalamka Akwaf Ra'aya.
Shalom ya Tawab.
Perfect. That's good to hear. Glad you're doing all right tonight. What I asked her was how was her piece, or how was she? She replied her piece is well. Her piece is good. And go ahead and add Akwaf Diana to the stage. And how are you? Ma Shalamka Akwaf Diana.
Shalom ya Tawab.
Salam Yatwa. Perfect. That's good. That's good to hear. So they're coming in fast tonight. Akwaf Ryan, they're coming in fast tonight. This won't be too difficult of a class tonight. We are, like I said before last week, we're gonna try to hit these 12 tribes. We're gonna try to delve a little bit more into these tribes to learn who our brothers and sisters are. And at the end of the class tonight, we might, depending on what time Starbucks shut down and kick me off their Wi-Fi, we might do us a little quiz. That's the plan. That's the plan for the night. So again, we're gonna go ahead and get started. We ain't gonna waste too much time. How that battery looking? Okay, battery looking good. All right, let's get it. We're gonna start tonight. Like with anything, you want to start with the foundation. The foundation of the Hebrew tongue is gonna be the alphabet or the characters. Mr. Batista said transplant into AR. I'm not exactly sure what that means. But by all means, go ahead and explain, and we will try to decipher and figure it out. But yeah, by all means. Yeah, I don't know exactly what that meant, so you have to clarify on that one, brother. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. We're gonna start with the characters. Let me go ahead and get that up on screen, and we're gonna go from there. Did anybody have any questions before we get started? Akwaf Raya, Akwaf Diana, any questions?
La, sir.
Okay, that'll work.
La.
Okay, all right. If you do have any, you already know how we roll. You can ask them at any time. First thing we're going to start with are the characters. Now, we're going to go through these fairly quickly because y'all are experts on it. Inside of the actual, I think the link or the thumbnail for this class is going to be the QR code for the test. If you want to get a head start on it, you can. We also got my brother in the building. There you go. Shalom, Yabashim.
Hey, Shalom, Yabashim, Shabbat.
Going on, out of one. How you doing tonight?
Yabashim, out to wild. How you?
I'm too wild, man. I'm out here broadcasting mobile. Caught me on the road. I ain't get back in time, so I'm out here broadcasting mobile tonight.
To the car?
Yep, kind of a car.
Get it done. Get it done, damn. Damn right.
Walking by, say, who is that crazy looking nigga in the car right now? We getting it on. We building the nation.
All right. Right. No excuses.
All right, but we're going to start with these characters first. So we starting out with and again, I know y'all are experts at this. So we're gonna go through these fairly quickly. We're starting out with Ah. You have Ah on your left in the ancient, and you have Ah on your right in the Assyrian. And R stands for alap or cow or cattle. All right. And by any means, if you have any questions, by all means, stop me and let me know. We can go over anything you want to. Next character up is going to be Ba. It's going to be Ba. We have Ba on your left in the ancient. Then we have Ba on your right in the Assyrian. And Ba stands for Bayath or tent. Bayath or tent. Oh, okay, I got you. I see Mr. Batista say he's from East Coast into Arkansas. Slocky, okay? No more sign crazy. It's good to see you up in here. Good to see you up in here. All right, next up we got God. God. We have God on the left in the ancient, and then we have God on the right in the Assyrian, and God stands for Gamar or camel. Gamar or camel. All right. Next up is going to be Da. We have Da. Da on your left in the ancient, and then Da on your right in the Assyrian. Da stands for Dalaf or door. You also see the Da in the shield that we wear. This is the Magandawa Da, the Magandawa Da, or the shield of David, not to be confused with no star of David. The oppressor got this book. The oppressor has taught us to look at our words, our history book, through the eyes and the lens of them, and it doesn't compute, doesn't translate well out of one when we try to break it down the way that they break it down. So again, this is
Absolutely right. God.
Magan Dawada. This is the shield of David. All right. Next up, we got Ha. We have Ha. We have Ha on your left in the ancient. Then you have Ha on your right in the Assyrian. Ha stands for Hana or behold. Now that Ha, you will see that quite often. That's one of the characters that's used quite a bit. Ha also stands for for Salakia. When it's used as a prefix. You know what I'm saying? So you'll see that quite often in the scriptures. It looks very similar to your tha and also to your ka. Um, the difference being that break that you have in between. And again, when it comes to these characters, we do have that same quiz before with all the kinks and all the bugs fixed on it that you can always go back to and take that on your own. Um, that's we're gonna try to make sure we keep those up there for y'all so y'all have access to it at all times. Next character up is gonna be Y. It's gonna be Y. Y stands for fish hook. You have Y on your left in the ancient. Then you have Y on your right in the Assyrian. All right. Next up is going to be Za. Za. You have Za on your left in the ancient. Then you have Za on your right in the Assyrian. That Za on the left in the ancients looks very, very familiar. Looks very just like that Z, even though they say that this is a dead language. This is where the current language we have they derived a lot of the characters and the sounds from. So you have that Za on your left in the ancient, Za on your right in the Syrian, and Za stands for Zion, Zion or weapon, Zion or weapon. All right. Next up, we have the ka, the ka, the ka. It's going to kind of sound like you're scratching the back of your throat when you're saying it. You have the ka on your left in the ancient, and the ka on your right in the Assyrian, and it stands for kawama, kawama or fence. All right. Next up, we have the ta, the ta. You have ta on your left in the ancient, and then you have ta on your right in the Assyrian, and ta stands for tana or basket, tana or basket. All right, okay, good on time, good on time. Next up is going to be Ya. You have Ya on your left in the ancient, and you have Ya on your right in the Assyrian. The Ya in the Assyrian is one of the smaller characters, almost kind of looks like an apostrophe when you see it. The Ya stands for Yad. You'll hear us when we say Yad Yamata, or hands down. Ya stands for hand. All right. All right. Next up is going to be your ka. Going to have be your ka. You have ka on your left in the ancient. And then when you get to the right in the Assyrian, we got two characters. Akwav Diana. Akwav Diana. Why do we have two characters for the ka on the right? Can you tell me?
I'm not sure. It's like
Yes, you do. You know. All right, so I'll
um
rephrase the question. Where that red arrow was pointing at, what does that signify with that ka? What does that mean when that one with the red arrow was pointing at? What does that mean?
it's at the end of a word.
At the end of, see, I told you, it's at the end of a word. Good job. Mosiah correct. And that tie that's at the top of it, that's what you would use if it's in the middle or the beginning of a word. But when it falls at the end of that word, the character where the red arrow is pointing at, this is what you would use for that ka. If 22 characters all together, you have 5 of them that are like this, where it has 2 characters in the Assyrian. So when it gets to the end of it, it actually changes. And again, you will see that one where that arrow was pointed at, that's what you use if it was at the end of a word. That ka stands for cop or palm. Good job, Aqua Diana. All right, next up is going to be la. You have la on your left in the ancient. Then you have la on your right in the Assyrian. That la stands for lamad. Lamad. Lamad means learn. Like we all in here to learn the Hebrew. All right. Next up is going to be ma. It's going to be ma. You have ma on your left in the ancient, and then you have ma on your right in the Assyrian. But that ma on the right in the Assyrian got 2 characters. So akwaf ra'aya. What does it mean? What does it mean when it has 2 characters? Or may I rephrase it again? What is it denoting with that one with the red arrow pointing to it? That ma with the red arrow pointing to it. What does it mean?
Salakia, sir. Um, the one at the top right is when it's encompassed in the word or at the beginning of the word, and the one at the bottom right is when it's at the end of the word.
You got it. That's perfect. The one at the bottom is what you're going to find at the end of the word. The one at the top is what you're going to find anywhere else within that word. So good job. Ma stands for mayam or water. Mayam or water. All right. Next up is going to be na. It's going to be na. You have na on your left in the ancient, and then you have na on your right in the Assyrian. That na on the right in the Assyrian again has 2 characters. Where that red arrow is pointing to it, that's the na that you would find at the end of a word. The na on the top is where the na that you would find or utilize and anywhere else inside of that word or that phrase. That na on the bottom that you would use at the end of a word can be very similar to the ka. It can be very similar to the da. It also can be very similar to the ra. So it's very important to notice the little subtle differences in all those characters. And again, just that test is there again when you change up the different fonts that you're typing in. They can look a little different. So it's very important to notice the little again the subtle differences between certain ones. All right. Next up is going to be sa. It's going to be sa. You have sa on your left in the ancient. Then you have sa on your right in the Assyrian. And that sa stands for samak or establish. Samak or establish. All right. Now, again, I'm going through these a little bit faster than what we normally do. So if this is your first time in the class, like Mr. Batista, and you want to get like screenshots, by all means, just revisit the video, and you'll be able to kind of slow it down, get your screenshots. It's always important that you take notes in this class. Most of us are a little bit older, so that fast prodigy style of learning. We've kind of gotten past that in our latter years. You know, when you're young, you can learn and pick up stuff real fast, real fast. You see a lot of the northern tribe, the little ones, you know, they speak what they call Spanglish. You know, they speak English, they speak Spanish. They be the ones pretty much doing conducting a lot of business for the parents. You know, if they can't, if they're not there, if their English isn't that strong. But as you get older, your brain don't pick up stuff like that quick. It gets a little harder to retain that stuff. So make sure you're taking good notes so that you can always go back, you know, and refer to this. All right. Next up, we have I. Now, this is the only character that doesn't have that I sound. Everything else is going to have that I sound attached to it. This is the only one that doesn't. I stands for Salaki. You have I on your left in the ancient. And then you have I on your right in the Assyrian. I stands for Ayan or I. And you will notice in the Assyrian, it's even in the shape of like your eye socket. So again, I stands for Ayan or I. All right, next up is Pa. We have Pa. Pa on your left in the ancient, and then Pa on your right in the Assyrian. This is another one of the characters that have two characters in your Assyrian. That Pa on the bottom denotes what's going to be used when it's at the end of a word. The Pa on the top is what you will see if it's anywhere else inside within that word, beginning or within that word. And Pa stands for mouth. Pa stands for mouth. All right. I keep checking my battery. I don't have an adapter for my laptop, so I'm just making sure we Tawab on time. But we are doing great so far. All right. Next up is going to be Tazah. You have Tazah on your left in the ancient. Then you have Tazah on your right in the Assyrian. The Tazah on the bottom with the red arrow pointing to it denotes the Tazah that's going to be used when it's at the end of a word. The Tazah on the top will be used at the beginning or anywhere else within that word. All right. Tazah stands for Tazad or side. You should be pretty familiar with Tazah because we say that every Monday for the history class when we talking to Officer Mataza'ah. You know what I'm saying? Officer Mataza'ah. So you know what I'm saying? That's where you'll get an example of that Tazah. And we right there with you, Mr. Batista. Now we don't really say all praises too much. We always try to say Most High Christ in here. It's just so many different terms that Christianity has destroyed, have destroyed, and and manipulated. And I'll say it like this: off some time, there's so many terms that Christianity has swallowed. They have swallowed up. We don't really use them like that too much, but we right with you. So we always say Most High Christ, Most High
Christ. Exactly. You hit the nail on the head. Good night.
We glad to again have you in here with us tonight. All right. So next up is going to be Qua. We have Qua on your left in the ancient, and you have Qua on your right in the Assyrian. All right. That Qua stands for Quam. And we say that quite often. When we say Quam Yasha'Allah. Quam stands for rise. We saying rise Israel. Rise Israel. Wake up Israel. It's time to get busy Israel. So you will hear that chant quite often. If you make it to the Passover, you're gonna hear a whole bunch of Quam Yasha'Allah. You know what I'm saying? So that's that Quam stands for rise. All right. Next up is going to be Ra. You have Ra on your left in the ancient, and then you have Ra on your right in the Assyrian. Now that Ra stands for Ra'ash, or head. Now that Ra is another character again that looks very similar in that Assyrian to your Da, to your Ka, and to your Na. So it's very important to look at pay attention to the differences within it. It's going to be a little bit shorter on the back side. It's going to be a bit longer on the top, and it's more curved. And when you're writing that out, but Ra is going to stand for Ra'ash or head. All right. Next up is going to be Shan. It's going to be Shan. Sasalak. It's going to be Shah. I'm getting ahead of myself. Shah. You have Shah on your left in the ancient. Then you have Shah on your right in the Assyrian. This is one of the easier ones to identify because they both look very similar to each other in both the ancient and the Assyrian. And that Sha stands for shun or tooth. Shun or tooth. All right. Next up is going to be Tha. Tha. You have Tha on your left in the ancient. Then you have Tha on your right in the Assyrian. That Tha stands for Thaw or mark. Thaw or mark. And like I always say, I always remember this one from watching the older movies, watching my grandma and them when they would sign their mark, when they would sign their mark or sign their name or whatever, and they would write that X. I think it's a scene in Roots when they up there. I think he going there, he trying to, I don't know if he trying to think it's one of the latter ones when he trying to vote, and this the grandfather clause stuff, and he signs his mark. So Thaw stands for mark. All right. And with that, that's going to be the end of our character. So any questions? Any questions on the characters? I'm going to stop the screen. I'm going to close that tab. I hope you didn't close all my other tabs. You better not have closed my other tabs. Okay, it didn't. We're good to go. All right, so any questions on the different characters? All right, and again, that same quiz that we had before, that quiz is still on the page. We had to take it off of the chat. There was a chat that I mistakenly created, and when I mistakenly created, the devils jumped in the chat, so we had to get rid of that chat. So you will have to go back to like the actual class, where you will see that thumbnail where you can scan that QR code. Now, if you need it, if for any other reason you can't find it, just let me know. We're gonna work on. I think you can just go to our Facebook page as well. I posted it on our on our Facebook page. If you look under the different photos, you will see it under there as well. So if you want to go back to it to have that test to be able to take it, save it on your own. It's a good practice tool for the Lashawan Qadash. All right. So we're gonna do a little bit more review before we get to the actual tribes. Let's go over some of these pronouns real quick. Again, now the foundation to speaking, reading and writing the Lashawan Qadash is going to be your characters. And then in addition to your characters, is going to be your pronouns, your prefixes. Once you start putting all these things together, you're able to form full sentences. You're able to decipher what somebody is saying to you. You're going to start with your subject pronouns. And if anytime Officer Matazah Kara, you want to jump in there, always you got that green light, brother. Anytime you want to jump in there, you got the green light.
God, the water. You good to go. You handling business.
I be trying, man. Look, Officer Raj jumped up in there. You got to step a game on me. He want to start back teaching, you know what I'm saying? Both sides of crack, you know what I'm saying? So I said, we got to make sure we on our P's and Q's now,
Definitely.
Chopping at the bit. It was a Tawab class, the Brotherhood class. I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it. It was good to see Officer Yarash Amath in here. Definitely missed him. We got some gifted leaders. Definitely got some gifted leaders because he be breaking them things down, man. He be breaking them down. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead,
it's good to get a refresher and how a master class is taught every once in a while. So that was definitely the one.
Tell me about it, man. Absolutely. I was sitting back there just taking notes. You know what I mean? Because he definitely breaks that down. Look like we got Sister Anna. Let me add her to the stage. Yahweh Shemal Thamba Shem Yahweh Shai. What's going on, Aqua Anna?
Yeah. Shalom, Yahweh Shemal Thamba Shem Yahweh Shai.
How you doing tonight? Or Mashalam Ka?
Wow.
Shalom Yatawab, that's what you said. I hear that little soldier in the background also. What's up? All right, so you haven't missed much. We just went over the first characters in the beginning. Now we're gonna go ahead and go over some of these subject pronouns. And let's get it. All right, so starting out, when you Anya is gonna be I or I am, or I or I am is gonna be Anya. These will be at the beginning of a word. Actually, it's really no. Yeah, these will be at the beginning, but there's really no set definition like your prefixes or your suffixes. So if you're saying I or I am, that's going to be anya, anya. All right, for you is going to be a tha. A tha. You will hear that when you hear us say the greetings, and we say Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Barakatha. Barakatha. Now again, that's a masculine form, but when it's anytime you have masculine and females in a group, again, you're going to use that a tha. It's going to revert back to the masculine. So a tha is going to be you. He is going to be hawa'a. Hawa'a is going to be how you the subject pronoun for he. And she is going to be haya'a. Haya'a. Haya'a, it would be the subject pronoun for she. And we is going to be anaknawa. Anaknawa. Anaknawa is going to be the subject pronoun for we. Again, the Bible is a black man's book, so it's wrote like how we speak. So you're gonna see y'all or you all or you, and you are you or y'all in the masculine form is gonna be a thumb. A thumb. So again, if I'm talking to just a group of brothers of Akim, it would be a thumb. A thumb. Now, if it's a group of Akwathium, it would be a thun. A thun. And you will hear that in the greeting when we greet the sisters. Yahweh Shamar ala thun by Hashem Yahweh Shah. A thun. And if we're saying they is going to be hum in the masculine form. And in the feminine form, it's going to be hun in the feminine form. Yahweh Shema Alathan Bashim Yahweh Shah, the sister Kenyessa in the building. She says she driving. Yep, you just keep driving. Tell you how Cap tell me don't be hitting the screens because I got a bad habit of trying to participate while I'm still driving. So listening is just fine. Okay, yes, just listen for the night. That'll be too wild. But we're glad to have you in class tonight. All right, so any questions on our subject pronouns? All right, we're going to stop sharing those. We're going to go through a couple more things, and again, then we're going to jump on these tribes. Because I want to get a little bit of pronunciation in with them, kind of go over the definitions of who they are, and the more and more that we use them, the more they'll stick out, the more they'll make sense. Also, Mataz Zachariah, I was thinking about, I was researching a translator. You know what I'm saying? I keep on seeing the jump pop up on my timeline for the translators, the two-way translators. Because I always see the Northern Kingdom around me when I'm working.
I got you.
Yeah, so I was thinking about going that way. Yahweh Shema Alathan Bashim Yahweh Shah, the Akwaf Thashara in the building. Good to see you here tonight as well, sister.
All right.
Louisiana always holding us down. I feel like that's our second home.
Damn right. Absolutely.
We're gonna have a good time.
Great.
I think I'm gonna bring a special bottle just for Louisiana.
Just for Louisiana, Canada. Damn right.
Just for Louisiana for the Passover.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's close this one. Next, we're gonna go over the wide. The wide of Thashara. But yeah, that's a crew. And look, every time I log in, I don't care what class I log into. If I don't see Sister Nizama now, them young men, I see somebody in there from the Louisiana campus as well. So it's always too wild. Always too wild. All right, we're going to go over the possessive pronouns next. Let's go through our possessive pronouns next. All right, so possessive pronouns. Akwaf and now. Where do possessive pronouns go? Do they go at the beginning of the word, middle of the word? Go ahead.
At the end of the word.
At the end of a word. Perfect. So like when I asked my shalom ka, that ka at the end is indicating yours. So I'm asking how's your piece? And then when you responded and you said shalom ya tawab, that ya at the end is indicating that's you're saying that my piece is well, or my piece is good. So that those possessive pronouns are gonna go at the end. First one, that yah, like we just talked about, that's going to indicate my. Yah means my at the end of a word. All right. And you see you have your yah in the ancient and the Assyrian on your left there. Next up is going to be that ka. That ka. Now, Akwaf Diana, why do we use this ka? Why we didn't use the other ka? Because it's two different kas. We use this one for yours. So why do we use this one right here?
It's at the end of a word.
It's perfect because it's at the end of a word. We already know that possessive Salakia. We already know that the pronouns are going to be at the end of a word, like Sister Anna just told us, and because it's at the end, that will be the ka that you will use. You will use that ka at the end if it's in the Assyrian. All right. Next up is going to be his. His at the end is going to be wa. It's going to be wa. You know, I ain't that big a fan. I don't do too much Starbucks. That don't taste that bad though. All right, why? that why at the end. I always thought it was a little trying to see how could I say it. Too much of the oppressive style. So that's why I really wasn't a big fan of it, but it's actually pretty good. Pretty good.
I'm gonna take your word for it. I can't. So, like, if I could sidebar for a minute.
Go ahead, Alderman.
I can't order from that place. They got like 13 different languages on that menu. So, like,
look, you gotta know French. You gotta know French for the size. You know what I'm saying? They graduate. Yeah, they all over the place.
Horrible.
All over the place with the goddess of Ishtar out on the front. In the
front. Right, exactly. It's horrible, absolutely horrible. I'm done. So like
all right, next up is going to be her. The possessive pronoun for her is going to be ha. It's going to be ha. All right. All right. Then the possessive pronoun for our is going to be nawa. It's going to be nawa. All right. Now, see if I can trick up Akwaf Ra'aya. Akwaf Ra'aya. We got two characters for that. Now, go ahead, Adam.
She set up. She set up to get ready, Sluggy. Go ahead.
Right, so with that Nawab, we got two characters for that now over there. Which one will we use? Will we use the one on the top or on the bottom for Nawab, with this being a possessive pronoun?
So lucky, sir. You were asking me in regards to the na. Am I using the top right or am I using the bottom right?
You got it, Con.
That was what you were asking. Okay. I would
what's your first thought? Always go with your first thought.
So my first thought that I'm not 100% on is that I would use the top.
Most High Christ. Most High Christ. That was a trick question. You got it correct. Again, it's only gonna be if it's at the end of a character. So that na would be na wa. It wouldn't be the last character. So you are absolutely correct. It would be that one that's on the top right there. So you did Tawab. I knew you was gonna get it. All right. Next up, we have there in the masculine sense, and that's gonna be ma. That's gonna be ma. All right. So Akwaf Diana. Why do we use this ma? Because it's two different mas. Why do we use this ma for there?
It's the root. The root.
For this ma right here, again, this will be at the end of a sentence, just like shalom yah, that yah at the end. This ma will be at the end of a sentence. So why do we use this one instead of the other ma?
I'm not sure. Salakia.
Bet you do. I bet you know it. What you think? Just tell me what you think.
Well, I know that this there is masculine.
True. So that is why we use ma instead of na, but why do we use this particular ma here? The one that's closed.
Because it's at the end.
You got it. Because it's at the end of a sentence. Perfect. You got it. And then last one up is going to be, no, give her a hand. Perfect. Then the last one up is going to be there in the feminine, and that's going to be na. And again, you'll see this is the na that's found at the end of a word. It's that na that looks kind of like your ra and your da and your ka. That's going to be your na. And the last two after that is going to be your in the masculine form is going to be calm. All right. And your in the feminist form is going to be khan. All right, so good job on those. Good job. And again, this is just somewhat of a little review before we get to the meat of it. All right, so let's end this. Then we're gonna go ahead and jump to. Let's go ahead and get on our I wonder. Hold on, don't I have a? We're gonna go ahead and go to next up is gonna be. We're gonna go ahead and get on these tribes because my juice is going down faster than what I think. But I think I got a fix for that, if I'm not mistaken. I think I got a fix for that in this truck. All right, so let's go ahead and pull those up next. So, anybody have any questions? All right. So next up is we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna again, like we said in the title of the class, we're gonna look at the 12 tribes today. So I'm gonna pull up. Well, hold on, I don't want to pull that up just yet. We're gonna do that part at the end. We're gonna pull up the tribes first. And this is not the sheet that I wanted. I wanted to give you the pronunciation of 12 tribes of Israel. All right, so I think I can type it in. Oh, what you laughing at? I don't
Like your real got a question in the chat, so like.
Oh, okay. Where's my power? Yeah, that's actually what I was thinking about. That's actually exactly what I was thinking about. Is a power pack. I do have one in here somewhere. And I think I'm gonna have to get it. Otherwise, we're gonna have to end prematurely, and I don't want us to do that. So what we're gonna do is, I think I know exactly where it's at too. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna leave this up for a second, just for y'all can get them for your notes. These are your 12 tribes of Israel. Hashanya, Shabbatyam, Yasharala is how you would say that. Hashanya, Shabbatyam, Yasharala. And on another page, I have it already typed out for you. But I'm gonna get that. or if I don't get it, I'll just type it in here for you so you'll be able to see it. But starting out, it's going to be Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. And I'm going to give y'all a second to get these down. And once we get these down, what I want to do is actually get us to go ahead and kind of go through and pronounce these in the Hebrew. All right, so I'm gonna let y'all write that down, and let me give me 1 second, Salakia. I wish y'all could see these devils' faces. Wish you could see these devils' faces at the Starbucks. All right, let me see if this works. If this works, we are in there. Can you tell if it's working or not? Oh, shit, we got juice. Might be all right.
No sign crash.
Might be all right. Might be all right. All right, so let me get my cord. Plug that up. All right, so gave everybody kind of a chance to get those down. Now, on that particular screen right there, what you see is Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Who can tell me what's significant about Judah, Benjamin, and Levi? Who can tell me what's significant about those three tribes?
Salaki, that's a great question, Siagadar. That is a great question.
And look, Salaki, the one coming off that class, that great class you taught. That should be easy question. They should be able to knock that one right on out the park.
Great question. Salaki.
So what's significant about Judah, Benjamin, and Levi?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead, Aqua.
Hope I'm right. They're all in the South. They're the ones that kind of started the branch off.
I'll take that. I what you think, out of one? You think I should take that?
Khan, you should definitely take that, but obviously, just follow up. But she's definitely in the ballpark.
I got you.
Yeah, she's
so
definitely
I'll take that. They didn't start the break. Your Northern Kingdom. When you say South, this is what's considered your Southern Kingdom. All right, you got your Southern and your Northern Kingdom. Your Northern Kingdom, again, that great series that Officer Mataza taught, kind of initiated that quote unquote break off. And that the Judah, Benjamin, and Levi kind of stuck around until they got on the wrong side of the Lord as well, because we broke the laws just like the rest of the kingdoms. You know what I mean? The whole mission of us, of ISUPK, of the priests and the prophets of Christ, when Christ was coming back, was to bring back that northern and that southern tribe. All right, so what makes this lesson here so significant or so necessary is because this is the whole goal of it, is to bring back the southern and the southern and northern kingdom. You have some groups, that's why we say we're not affiliated with anybody. Yeah, some groups that don't believe that the northern kingdom, that your native Indians, that your Latinos are actually part of the 12 tribe of Israel, which makes no sense whatsoever. Makes no sense whatsoever. And the reason why they do that is because they suffer from what's called colorism. They suffer from colorism. And it's very even when I first came into the truth, I've always had an affirmation from my Latino Native Indian brothers and sisters, but it is something that I kind of had to wash my mind of as well, because you would kind of have that tendency. For me, it was like, well, that brother's real light. You feel me? Or that brother's, you know what I'm saying? They probably got white people in them. Stuff that we grow up hearing, which again makes no sense whatsoever. In Deuteronomy, we learn that you are your father. You feel me? You are your father. They brought the houses together. They declared their pedigree, their stock, their lineage by the house of their father. So it doesn't matter if you're light skinned, dark skinned. You can be jet black. You can be just as light as you want to get to be, and it doesn't. Or how we call what we call yellow. You know what I'm saying? As you want to get to be, it doesn't matter. Or red. I take that back out of when we say red, don't, depending on what part of where you at. I know they say red.
So like you might get red, you might be light, bright, damn near white. It might be a lot of different things. You know, I
Damn
done heard
right,
it all.
damn
It's a
right,
lot.
damn right. But we learn in here that it doesn't matter. It don't matter what shade you are. If you have that bloodline, then you are of the 12 tribes of Israel. You got some brothers in the northern kingdom. I think it says what Ephraim is an upside down cake. You feel me? You got some. You got it says Israel is a speckled bird. You know what I'm saying? When the Lord is describing all of us, so it doesn't matter what your shade is, as long as you got the right bloodline, you in here. You in here. And that's something that, again, we are raised with that. And that's a derivative of slavery. Mr. Baptiste says, Mr. Batista says Southern tribe, and he is absolutely correct. That Judah, Benjamin, Levi, that's going to be your Southern tribe. You feel me? And again, because of slavery, because of what we were taught during slavery, we want to separate and exclude other brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? They the house Negroes, they the field Negroes, they light skin, they dark skin, and it's something again that the oppressor has used to cause that wedge or that division in between us. So we try to make sure we battle, we combat that, and we you know what I'm saying. This is again why it's important. What's going on, soldier? I see you, Shalom. Yabashim Yabashabarakatah.
So love, y'all about to
That was up. That was up. So again, it don't Shalom. It don't matter what your shade is, you know what I'm saying? And that's something that we gotta get past, because truth be told, you may be speaking to somebody that's darker than you and swerving down that they one of the brothers, and they might not be one of the brothers. You feel me? They could very well be the oppressor. You know what I'm saying? Or one of the other nations, and vice versa. It could be somebody just as light as they want to get to be, blonde hair, blue eyes. You feel me? And you swore up and down that nah, that's not my brother, and that's your brother. So again, the Bible says your spirit gonna bear witness. You know what I'm saying? And it's not up for us. It's a parable what Christ gives. He said that the sword is gonna separate the wheat and the tares. That's not for us to decide. It's for us to teach the truth. You feel me? It's for us to teach the truth and don't exclude your brothers and your sisters. You feel me? We let the Lord handle that. Think about this class and think about that truth. The thing about light, darkness can't survive in the light. You feel me? So when we're in these classes and we teaching, if it's somebody of the other nation, they're not gonna be able to sit in here and sitting here too long, Officer Mataz Akwa. They might get through 30 minutes or so. You feel me? But when it gets down to it and the truth of it, how they say the truth hurts. And they say this word is sharper than a two-edged sword, able to cut through bone, tissue, sinew. And that's exactly what this word does. So again, I just wanted to point that out, because that's still to this day a prevalent issue or concern with our people. You know what I'm saying? That colorism. All right. All right. So we have Judah, which is your Negroes, or your so-called Negroes, so-called black. We have Benjamin, which is your so-called West Indians, your Jamaicans, so forth. And then we have Levi, which are your so-called Haitians. Now, again, and even with these titles, this is just a general description. When you go in Haiti, for the most part, you're going to see the tribe of Levi. That's not to say it might not be some of Judah sprinkled in there with them. That's not to say it might be some of Benjamin sprinkled in there with them. And it's not about that. It's just about this. The 12 tribe chart just identified what a core group of us we're going to be at. So you can't get stuck on on semantics or stuck on different things that'll pull you away from the truth of what the truth is saying. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, Judah, who wants to read? Who wants to read how would you read Judah in Hebrew? Who's gonna be my first one? Who gonna be first? I see a hand up. Oh, that's little man volunteering for you, Aqua for now.
Salakia.
All right, what you got? Yahweh, that's correct. Give her a hand. Give both of them a hand. Judah would be Yahweh. Perfect. Judah would be Yahweh. And I got another sheet. We may not get to it today because I was actually going to break down what all of them mean. Because Judah actually means Yahweh thanks. Let me see if I can find that just to make sure I'm telling y'all the correct thing. Salakia again. We rolling on the fly, but that's great. You did a great job on that one. We still connected to the Wi-Fi. I don't think they're gonna cut that off. We might be in there. Officer Mataz Akara.
No, sir, great. All right.
We might be in there. This might work out pretty good. I just want to go ahead and see if I can find this other sheet that I made up. Let's see, where would it be at?
And if I could, real quick, y'all could,
go ahead, Ottawa.
Going back to what you were saying about the colorism issue that we have in Israel as a whole, one of the many reasons why we are not affiliated with any other Israelite group is that some of these fake Israelite groups don't understand that our northern tribe brothers and sisters are actually Israel as well. A lot of these break off groups and these fake Israelite groups want it only to be so-called Judites, and that is absolutely wrong. As we covered in several classes, our northern tribe brothers and sisters, the so-called Native Americans and the so-called Latinos, were the first to go into captivity via ships. Right. So we always have to be mindful of that because these other groups want to only give salvation to so-called Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Now that's the other thing. They don't have a problem with typically with Benjamin and Levi because we all look the same. If you have most Negro so-called Benjamin or West Indian Asians, we typically look the same. We typically have the same skin, the same type of skin color, same type of hair texture. But it all becomes this colorism thing that honestly those groups got from the oppressor. That is something that they got directly from the oppressor. That if we don't look the same, then we must be a different type of people, and that's absolutely wrong. As we covered in the previous classes, we covered the artifacts, we covered the history, we covered all of that. So we just want to make sure we're being mindful that that's one of the major reasons that we are not affiliated with these other groups.
At the water for that other one, you are absolutely correct. And again, it's very prevalent. I remember growing up in school, and you know what I'm saying. Certain brothers and sisters, if they were real dark skinned, they would get treated different, even by other brothers and sisters. I remember being around brothers and sisters that were a little bit lighter in shade, and they some of them thought they was better than some of the other ones. My eyes are a little bit lighter than some of the other brothers and sisters, and I remember the preferential treatment that would come as a result of that. Or always getting the comments, oh, you got pretty eyes. And again, for me, I always attributed that to that's because it's a characteristic of the oppressor. So again, because it's a characteristic of the oppressor, I get what some brothers want to exclude, but we supposed to be able to see past that. You feel me? We supposed to be able to see past that because that's been a tool that's been used to again separate us for so long. You know what I'm saying? Right. So again, we come in here, we learn we learn to see past that. We learn to see who our brothers and our sisters really are. Because if you haven't noticed, it's getting warm out there. There's wars heating up every day. I'm reading more and more things about it. And we getting closer and closer to that time. All right.
Damn right. Damn
All right.
right. Absolutely. Well said.
All right. So Sister Na took Judah. Sister Akwaf Diana, how would you pronounce Benjamin? How would you pronounce Benjamin in the Hebrew?
Salakia. It's Benyamin.
Banyamyan.
Benyamin.
Good job.
The water.
And the way to break that down again, on that ban, we know that ban is son, right? We know that ban is son, and yamyan is right. So that's son of the right. All right. If we look down and we see what of Benjamin, I should have separated this on 2 sheets. Y'all see my cheat sheet down here. But Banyamyan is son of the right. All right. It's son of the right. All right. Last one, Akwaf Ra'aya, the last one for the southern tribe. How would you pronounce Levi? How would you pronounce Levi in the Hebrew?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
Laya.
Good job. Now concerning that this southern tribe, last thing I'll say about it, that word Judah. I was talking to my youngest son earlier today. That word Judah sounds just like judicial. And again, that's where that's derived from. Just like lawyer sounds just like lawyer. That's where that's derived from. And so much of our culture that the oppressor, that the other nations get, and they use that to pretend like they regular. They use that to pretend, you know what I'm saying? They steal from us. They steal it from us. They utilize it, and we look at them and we hold them in such a high regard, not realizing that that's ours. You feel me? Not realizing that civilization and all that comes from us. We were family oriented. That's us. We have laws and orders. That's us. The Bible Most High describes them as beasts of the field. They'll eat anything, sleep with anything. There is no order, no structure. So the order and structure that you see that they have, always just keep in mind and remember that comes from us. You feel me? And if you didn't want to add anything on that, also, Mataz Zachariah, we're going to start on some of the Northern Kingdom tribes.
You too wild. Go ahead. Start on.
All right. So the first 3 we're going to get is going to be Simeon, which is your Dominicans. Zebulun, which is going to be from Guatemala to Panama. And Ephraim, which is going to be your so-called Puerto Ricans. Now, you'll see a lot of Zebulun when they're talking about this immigrant crisis that we're having. You got a lot of Zebulun coming over here. But again, what we've learned in these last couple of series that Officer Mataza Akarai has taught, they destroy our brothers and sisters' homeland back home. Then they tell them to come on over here, bring your tithe, bring your poor, all that. Then when they get over here, they criminalize them the same way that they criminalize us. And it's just a trick. It's just a ploy to refill their voting booths, right? To refill their fields as far as us working, and to refill their jail cells. You know what I'm saying? We are devoured upon with everybody. Everybody devours us for a prey. So again, this is why it's important that we go through this so we can identify who our brothers and our sisters are. All right. So again, you got Simeon, you got Zebulun, and then you got Ephraim. And I know we're off of the southern tribe, but if you know anything about Levi and Simeon are on the same island. If I'm not, correct me if I'm wrong, out of one, they're on the same island. Yep.
You're absolutely right. Dominican Republic and Haiti.
Yep, and be beefing with each other. Your Haitians are typically a little bit darker, right? and they went through a whole whitewashing period over there in the DR. One of your most famous examples of that is going to be Sammy Sosa. Sammy Sosa was darker than me. You see Sammy Sosa now, he is not darker than me no more. You know what I'm saying? Sammy Sosa is just as white with blue eyes now, if I'm not mistaken, out of one. And again, it goes right back to that colorism and trying to appease,
I
trim
don't know
our
what
ways.
that brother.
Go ahead, out of one. What
To
you about
like,
to say?
I don't know what he has got the hold of. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I hear you, out of one. I hear you.
All right.
Nah, but
Yeah, I don't know what in the world Sammy Sosa has gotten a hold of, but when you Google, all you gotta do is Google his pictures, and when you'll see when he first went into the what is it, not the NBA, what's the baseball joint?
MLB,
I don't watch. That's it, MLB. You'll see when
MLB.
he first went in, and now I don't know what that brother's got a hold of, but he has absolutely taken the color out of his skin. It is horrible.
They bleach their skin, and again, it's the result of slavery, of that trauma, of trying to be like them, fit in like them. This is gonna make me better. If I just change my complexion, maybe they'll love me now. They'll accept me now. Light is black, light is better, white is right. You know what I mean? So it goes back to that same thought process. I just happened to run into a brother. I was working in North Carolina this week, and I ran into a brother from South Carolina, right? And he said his father was real light skinned, and his father never really accepted him because he was dark skinned. His mother's real dark skinned, and it was kind of crazy because I didn't expect that from a brother I would meet down there. But he was like, the skin bleaching is real bad down there. You know what I'm saying? And that was real prevalent in his family. So again, these are the things that we suffer from because we don't have an identity of who we are. And
Now,
then go ahead, out of one.
if I heard you right, I'm gonna repeat this just to make sure I heard you right. You had a brother whose father was light skinned.
Come.
He was light skinned, and his father didn't accept him. But his mother was dark skinned.
Can't make this.
So his father didn't have a problem with his dark skinned mother, apparently. But then when his son comes out light skinned, he got a problem. We are so destroyed with this colorism. This is how this stuff happens. It's so horrible. It's so horrible, and that's why Commander General Yohana and ISUPK is the absolute truth. Because when you come into the truth, you understand that it does not matter what you look like. What matters is who your father is. What matters is our tribes. What matters is our lineage. And it's so important to understand that that's what makes us who we are. And when you remove colorism, then we can be a family. When you remove colorism, then we can be united under a nationality, not what we look like. Yeah.
And it's crazy because the brother was about my complexion. You feel me? And that wasn't light enough for them. You know what I'm saying? The brother was about my complexion. But you know, it was crazy. I actually gave I told him, you know what I'm saying, we was gonna be down there for the Feast of Purim. There was a couple of brothers I talked to, gave them flyers. I didn't have I gave them information for North Carolina, but I didn't have the flyers for North Carolina, of course. But I'm hoping to see them brothers down there because both of the ones that I talked to, it seemed like they was about ready. You know what I'm saying? Seemed like they was about ready. Had real good spirits about them. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Take a lot of testicular fortitude to be in here. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully we shall see. We shall see.
There used to be a comedian. What was that? If I could. There used to be a comedian. I think that brother's name was David. Was it David Allen? It was something like that. He passed away the past couple years. He used to have a catchphrase. It ain't for the weak. It ain't for the weak. The ISUPK is not for the weak. If you're a weak brother, you come in and get some strength, but you need to be prepared. You need to be prepared. It's a lot.
It's a lot. If I may, out of one, that's brothers and sisters. You sisters is in here as well.
You
You
know
know what
what?
I'm saying? You could be off doing your own thing right now. You know what I mean? You could be
Damn
off
right.
doing your
Damn
own thing.
right.
But y'all are in here, and again,
Most
that
high in
takes
Christ.
strength. That takes strength to when your family members is looking at you crazy and girl, he got how many wives and girl, he said what and why they dress like that and why you don't come over for the Sunday dinner for for church no more and that
Damn
that
right.
that takes strength to withstand that. You know what I mean? But if you can withstand it, you will get stronger. You will get stronger, and it's true. So again, like Officer Mataz Zakaria said, it's not for the weak. And again, it's y'all are doing a Tawab job in here. And I can see it. I can see it in these classes. So give all y'all a hand. Hosanna Christ.
Damn right. Most high in Christ. Most high in Christ.
All right, so now it's time for the fun part. We're gonna pronounce these. We're gonna pronounce these. So who gonna be first? Yonder by Aqua. Who gonna be first? Who the first one? We was talking about all that strength.
Salakia.
Who gonna pronounce Simeon for me in the Hebrew?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Shamawan.
Close. I think I can do.
Shamawan.
There you go. Yeah, damn right. Most High Christ. Shema one. Now again, this is kind of like our first introduction into them. So y'all already know as we get a little bit further advanced, there might be some tabs missing off of this screen when we, So I'm just letting you know ahead of time. Tonight is we got all the cues up tonight, but look, I already made like 4 tests based off this one joint right here. So the first, I'm sorry, Salaki, quizzes.
All right, so like I think if I could, y'all down for a second, right?
Go ahead, out of one.
So you put the thumbnail up about what 20, 30 minutes for class started.
Kawaka.
Right.
Sister Ryan,
I
all the
just
young.
know. All I'm saying is I know a few, at least one or two sisters that saw the thumbnail and really went into panic mode. Salaki, somebody got on camera. I don't know, but somebody went into panic mode when they saw that QR code come up. And the fact that you got 3 or 4 more tests, good night.
Yeah,
Most High Christ. Y'all get ready, sir.
Tonight is the easy one, but as we proceed, though, we're gonna start to remove because right now you can just you see what it's spelled out like in the English. But we're gonna remove that so that way you are just like what Officer Mataza Akarai is teaching. You're actually reading that Hebrew, and you know what I'm saying, and sounding it out because that's what's gonna make it stick. All right. So next up, we got Zebulon. From Guatemala to Panama. I said really from Guatemala to Panama. Who gonna read that one?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Is it the Zabalawan?
Zabalawan. Good job. And see, I know for me, Officer Mataz Akarai, sometimes for me, it's actually easier for me to read the Hebrew without the English on the side of it. You feel me? So that might just kind of sometimes that throws me off. You feel me? So I'm saying it's a benefit, but it could be a drawback to you. So go ahead, Adam.
No, I totally understand what you're saying. When I think, at least for me, I sounds like the same for you. When I was first getting into the Hebrew, the English breakdown helped. But once I understood
it was a hindrance.
it became easier for me to just get rid of that and actually just look at the characters. And again, this is always Officer Yerashima. He told me, I believe he told you as well, Yagadan. Learning the alphabet is the key to being able to read Hebrew.
Okay.
Because when you know what the letters look like and what they sound like, then all we got to do is work on the actual pronunciation, but you actually know it. So yeah, definitely, most correct.
And the way I look at that is kind of like if you want when you learn how to ride a bike with training wheels. And I don't know if your people was like mine. It probably was. They take off one of the training wheels. You know what I'm saying? They take off that one. Well, that's how they did me off some Taz Aqua. They took one
Lock
off.
it. They ain't do me like that.
They
They
kept one
snatched
on.
both of them off.
But,
Lock it.
but see, that's what ended up happening. As I'm riding it with the one, that other one got in the way, and it became easier just to snatch both of them off, though. So
Exactly.
All right. So one more. We got one more. The Puerto Ricans. That's gonna be Ephraim. And who we got? We got well, Sister Raya, you ain't went yet, have you?
Salakia, sir. I was trying to work my way down the Gad, but
So she tried to get down the Gad. I heard that.
I get that again.
Shoot my shot. Aparayam.
Aparayam. Good job. That's good. Good job. Good job. All right. And what those mean. So we just went through Zebulon. We went to Simeon, Zebulon, and Ephraim. Simeon name is affection heard. And you'll hear that Shemai, that root word, Shemai, as far as listen. Here. So Simeon is affection heard. Zebulon is dwelling. All right. Zebulon is dwelling. And Ephraim is I am doubly fruitful. I am doubly fruitful. And I'm just bringing these up just so you can kind of get a little bit familiar with them. Because as we go on, again, we're gonna try to identify with certain characteristics. And and eventually I want us to get to Genesis and 49 so we can actually read through that breakdown as well. Read through that breakdown where Jacob is blessing his sons or telling his sons what's to come. All right. All right, so we're gonna mix it up a little bit. We're gonna stay down on this side this time. We're gonna stay down here. Again, the font is gonna be a little bit different. Still saying the same thing as Syrian. The only thing that's different this time, instead of it being in the English on your right hand side, it's actually in ancient on your right hand side. So we're gonna switch it up just a little bit off some Mataz Zachariah. Just a little bit.
Damn right.
All right, so we're gonna go with the first three. We got Manasseh. Manasseh, that means made to forget. And Manasseh is now. Who knows who Manasseh is? Who knows what tribe that is?
Salakia, sir.
Cubans. Go ahead, Aqua. Cubans, you got it. Good job. Good job. Next up, we got the tribe of Gad. The tribe of Gad. Gad means troop. And who knows who the tribe of Gad is? Who would the tribe of Gad be today?
Salakia.
Aqua for now.
The Native Indians.
Native Indians. Okay. All right. And then we have. You get somebody else in? Oh yeah, we got Kenyasi. I thought I heard some more down there. All right, let's add Kenyasi to the screen. Was she already on there?
I added it. I did.
Okay. Most High Christ. Shalom. Yahweh Shema Thon Bashim Yahweh Shah. Good job, Aqua Vana. Next up, we got Reuben. And behold a son. Reuben, behold a son. All right. And Aqua Diana. You remember who Reuben is?
This is a Seminole
Indians. Good job. And again, now you'll always you will hear us say things like so-called. You'll hear us say like so-called black, so-called Indian. Who knows what that word Indian actually translates to? Who knows what that word Indian means? Anybody? Who knows what that word Indian means? And if you don't know, that's all right. That word Indian translates to savage. So think about that for a second. Over 175 million of our Native Indian brothers and sisters were unalive for the oppressor to steal this land, right? To steal this land. Was unalive in them by the millions and millions. So they were selling little boys and girls 7, 8, 9 years old, it was a hot commodity that they were running out of. You know what I'm saying? And the term that they give them is Indian or savage. That's the oppressor. That's the mindset of the oppressor. I grew up, my grandma loved them Westerns. Officer Matazak Kara, she loved them Westerns. And you watch those Westerns, and when you're young, you're not even realizing what you're watching. And even in the cartoons, they will be running the quote unquote Indians down and unaliving them. And we didn't even realize what we were soaking in that whole time, witnessing how they were unaliving our own brothers and our own sisters.
So, like, if I could,
go ahead, Otto one.
no, you are absolutely right when it comes to them to those old westerns, and it wasn't just your grandmother's generation. It was a generation past her too, especially with our brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Our brothers who are a generation older than us, they love westerns.
Mm-hmm.
They love western, and you are absolutely right as far as what they don't realize they're cheering on every time they watch one. Every time they watch one, I've even heard an older brother talk about the so-called Native Americans and Seminole Indians, about how they got they got something from their oppression because they have the reservations, not understanding how horrible the reservations are. The reservations are nothing but government sanctioned ghettos. That's all it is. And in a lot of ways, they're worse because they don't have the ability to freely go get resources like we do. And so, but our people don't know it, and so we end up, our brothers and sisters end up cheering on these things, not understanding what they're actually doing.
You are absolutely correct, and it goes right back to that same mindset of the colorism. That other one got it so much better than me. House nigga, field nigga, they better because they in a house with masks, and not realizing they right up underneath the oppressor at all times. So they the first ones to get touched. You know what I'm saying? They always gotta put on a good show for master. You out in the field, you out there burning and cooking, and so it's bad on both sides. I meet a lot of brothers and sisters, and they know I was just here this month. This week. Next week I'll be somewhere else. Oh, that's good, brother. That's good, brother. And it always shocks them because my response is it ain't nothing but a slavery. If it was up to me, I wouldn't be working for them at all. You feel me? I said, and I always mess them up because I'll be like, they could be paying me $1 million an hour and it ain't enough. It's not even a drop in the bucket of what the Lord say we got coming. What the Lord say our inheritance actually is. And it goes right back to that, again, that thought process of somebody else got more than me. Somebody else, they better off than me. Not realizing we all the same and we in the same boat. Ain't no Section 8 on the reservations.
Not at all.
Ain't no Section 8 on the reservation. None whatsoever. If it break, you better figure out a way to fix it. Your school system, you got to work that out. It don't work like that on the reservation. So again, it's always important that we realize and we never forget that those are our brothers and sisters. You feel me? Those are our brothers and sisters. I'm glad that you pointed that out. All right, so now Reuben. Well, we already decided. So Manasseh, your native Indian. Manasseh is going to be your Cubans. That's made to forget. Gad. Oh, we didn't do the pronunciation yet. Gad is going to be your North American Indians or so. Your North American Indians, Native Indians, and Reuben is going to be your Seminole Indians. All right. And as far as pronouncing them, and actually, let's go ahead and throw Asher in there. Let's go ahead and do Asher. Asher stands for happy. Sister King Yessa, she done joined the group. Sister King Yessa. Look, she like, oh damn, here you go. Do you know who Asher is? Who is the tribe of Asher today?
Salaki, I don't have my notes, so I'm not exactly sure.
That's okay. That's all right. Asher. Asher's going to be your Colombians. All right, it's going to be Colombia to Uruguay. Colombia to Uruguay. That's going to be Asher. All right. All right. So now we're gonna go ahead and pronounce them. We're gonna pronounce them in the Hebrew. So, Sister Ken, yes, I'm gonna give you. We'll start with you. That first one, Manasseh. Manasseh. How would you pronounce that in the Hebrew?
Menasha.
Manasseh. Good job. Most High Christ. All right. And Manasseh, again, that's going to be your Cubans. That means made to forget. That's how you pronounce it in the Hebrew. You'll notice with the ancient over here, the ancient kind of helps out because the ancient has these connectors at the bottom to let you know kind of how to symbol. See, if it was all like that, all sometimes I'd be Tawab. I'd be Tawab. But that's the part that gets difficult because as far as like what to pronounce this, pronounce that, blend that. And with the connectors, it kind of straighten this out. Go ahead, out of one.
So like, yeah, and I just want to make sure. Does everybody see those connectors and understand what they mean in the ancient? Does anybody have a question about those? Because I definitely did when I first saw them.
Slaki, I have a question. So for Manasha, the two first ones are flipped like a sad face, and then the third one is flipped like a happy face. What is the difference between the two?
Good question. Great question. So when it's like a sad face, it's just pronouncing that syllable for that character on its own. So you'll see your ma, na. When it's like a happy face, it's blending those two characters together. So you have ma, na, and then that sha and ha, that becomes sha. So instead of saying ma, na, sha, ha, it's mana, sha. You blend that sha and that ha together when the connectors are like a happy face. If that makes sense. Does that answer your question?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And so like, if I could,
Go ahead, other one.
when we get to Reuben, I think that it might be even better understanding when we get to the breakdown of the connectors for Reuben, because you might be able to see it a little bit more.
Kalaukan. All right. Akwaf Ra'aya. How would you pronounce Gad? Since you was already ready for me on that one. You're on mute. Hold on. You're on mute. Your mic. There you go.
Salakia, sir. Would that be Gad?
You got it. It's gonna be Gad. Gad is one of the ones that's it's pronounced the same in the English as in the Hebrew as well.
So if I could, Salakia, it's slightly different though, because it's a God. It's not a gad. So it's a God. It's slightly different. It's not like God. All right. Just for, you know what I mean. Make sure we clear.
Sir. Thank you for noting how close I was again.
I underbar you 99% as usual.
All right. Next up, Reuben. Sister Deanna. Reuben, how would you pronounce Reuben in the Hebrew?
Salakia. Ra'abin.
Ra'abin. Good job. Tawab. That's perfect. And just like we were saying with those connectors, you got Ban. Ra'aban. And does that make more sense, Sister Kenyessa?
Salaki, yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Perfect. All right, then last up is going to be Asher. Asher stands for happy, and Akwaf Anah. How would you pronounce Asher in the Hebrew?
Salakia. It will be Ashar.
Ashar, good job. Most High Christ. So again, Manasseh is going to be your Cubans, Gad is going to be your North American Indians, Reuben is going to be your Seminole Indians, and Asher is going to be from Colombia to Uruguay. All right. Asher means happy. Ra'ab Ban, you see the root word Ban. Ra'ab, behold, a son. All right. And then we have two more. We got two more before we get to the quiz. Then we're going to be out of here for the night. Y'all have done a great job. All right. So we have Naphtali, which is my wrestling Naphtali, and Naphtali is going to be Argentina to Chile. Argentina to Chile is going to be Naphtali. And then you got Issachar. Issachar is going to be the Mexicans, or so-called Mexicans. And Issachar was like one of the first, when I first started learning what the words meant. Always, that one for Issachar always stuck with me. Over some times I could ride, because it describes Issachar perfectly. It says, he who is hired. I don't care what job or construction site you go on. You are going to find Issachar working. You feel me? Issachar loves to work. They love to work. Same thing like with Asher, as far as them, how happy they are. But Issachar loves to work. At 12 o'clock, it's going to be break time. The whole construction site going to be quiet. It can be loud. You hear hammers, you hear saws, you hear everything. As soon as 12 o'clock hit, you can hear a pin drop. You feel me? Because ain't nobody but Issachar on that site doing all the damn work. But Issachar means he who was hired, and that's going to be the Mexicans. All right.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead, Aqua.
Do you mind just jumping back to I want to make sure that my notes are correct. So Judah, I had judicial as the meaning.
What Judah means, Yahweh thanks. I was just pointing out that the English word judicial, that's where that's derived from. But Judah means Yahweh thanks.
And then Benjamin was son of the right.
Son of the right. You got it.
Okay. And then joined to me. Okay. The water, sir.
Oh no, agenda bar. All right. So again, our last two is going to be Naphtali, Argentina to Chile, and then Issachar, which is our Mexican brothers and sisters. That's going to be he who was hired. Aqua Faraya, since you were just on the mic, how would you pronounce Naphtali in the Hebrew?
Salakia, sir, I thought we were going to toss these down to Kenya.
She's throwing you out there, Sister Yes. She's throwing you out there. Naphthalia. See all your connectors over here. Naphthalia. Good job. All right. Sister Kenyesha, she threw you out there. Sister Kenyesha. So we're going to get you to pronounce that last one. How would you pronounce Issachar? Our Mexican brothers and sisters in the Hebrew?
Yashakar.
Good job. Yashakar. Go ahead, Adawan.
I believe it's Yashashakar. You got two shots in there.
Correct. Yeah, I thought she said both of them. She said Yashakar.
No, Salaki. All right, I must have misheard.
No, you good, Adawan. All right. So these are our 12 tribes. Again, now we just kind of started going over these. This is what I was telling y'all earlier, as far as how you would pronounce, I pronounced it incorrect. I'm glad I brought it up, because 12 is Shanya Aishara. It's going to be 12. So the 12 is Hashanya Aishara. Shabbat Yam Yasharala. And that is the 12 tribes of Israel. All right. Hashanya Aishara, Shabbat Yam Yasharala. It's going to be how you would say the 12 tribes of Israel. So do we have any questions over the 12 tribes that we went over so far?
Salaki Yagada.
Go ahead, Adawan.
I think just stop it on the 12 tribes of Israel, Baba Kushaka. I think you got people taking notes.
Oh, it's a lot. You know what? You are absolutely correct, because that one's a little bit longer, and I'm flying. Look, I'm in a rush to get to the quiz. That's what that is. Trying to hurry and get over to this quiz.
That's all right.
No, this worked out. This worked out too well.
You posted up at Starbucks.
Damn right. They shut down about 40 minutes ago. Wi-Fi still kicking. So yeah, we good to
Oh
go.
damn! Most High Christ.
Most of our cry. Hey,
That was the Lord. That was the Lord.
yeah, because I thought I was about to maybe switch over to the phone or something. The hot spot. But no,
Right.
it's working too wild though. And it's good to know for future references. Man,
Damn right.
this turned out all right. Had me on Mocha Cafe for about the second or third time. That wasn't that bad. Look, I thought I was getting the big one, but I guess Grande ain't the big one.
That's why, like I told you, I can't order from there.
Yeah, I guess Grande ain't the big one. Shit,
That don't even make sense to me. I don't even understand. So I just listen.
Oh, Sister Ryan said Vente. Somebody been going.
See.
Look, somebody been going.
I don't even know what language that is.
Vente
I
is
know.
it's Latin based because vente in French is 20. So
So
yeah,
maybe it's French then. Again, I don't know French. I gotta know like too many languages to order. Again, it's a lot. I digress. I'm not
they
going to
gotta
stop.
make it fancy. Look, my real said Vente is the big one. She would know. She the food expert.
Pause.
Oh, and tall is the small. That don't make no damn sense whatsoever. Now look
What
that.
time is the small? What in the? I don't even
Yeah,
understand.
that don't make. So it go Vente, Grande, and tall.
You know who's very simple? Wawa.
Yeah,
Sloppy.
small, medium, and large.
Real simple. Sloppy.
That's what I say. So hey,
I don't
not even.
understand stuff, man.
Yep, Grande is the medium one.
Grande is medium.
So I that's why I got me. I thought I was getting a big one. I got me a medium.
That don't
Nah,
even make sense, man.
it don't. It don't. All right. So is everybody to Wob on the notes? Because if so, we're gonna take this off the screen. I'm gonna bring up the QR code so that you can scan it. Give everybody a couple minutes to go over it. Now this won't be as long as the Lashawan Qadash quiz that we took because it's just the 12 tribes. Not only is it just the 12 tribes, we've shortened it up to where you only got 3 options. You don't have those 5 options you had with that Lashawan Qadash quiz. So this should be short and easy right here. Just you should be short. My ribs say just try it on some Mataz.
I'm not
Right?
gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I got enough to do. So like, if I could, I got enough to deal with the Hebrew. I'm not about to speak French and Spanish and all these other languages for a drink. So like, I appreciate the encouragement, though, sis. I appreciate the encouragement.
All right, so if everybody's to Wob on these, I'm gonna go ahead and shut this sheet down. Do we have any questions? Any questions on anything? All right. And again, the water for everybody that joined us tonight. What we're gonna do now, we're gonna do a little review. Yeah, we're gonna call it a review. We're gonna do a little review. A little review of what we went over tonight. On the screen, you should see a QR code. I'm going to copy that link. I'm going to put it inside of the chat as well. I think last time we said we had some issues with clicking on it from inside the link, if I'm not mistaken, though. Or maybe that was on Instagram. No, that was on Instagram. I don't see anybody else on the Instagram feed. I do see, I see Officer Atazab. Officer Atazab, Yabashim Yashab Brakatha on I think that's Facebook. Out of one, if you can't get it on that QR code, let me know and I'll copy that link over to Facebook. But you should be able to see it on the QR code as well. Again, we keep those up there. So if you want to use them or go to them, use them for later on, it'll be there for you as well, out of one. All right. We're going to give everybody a chance to go over it. And once everybody goes over it, then we're going to come back, revisit, and go over the answers together. And we're going to go from there. Did anybody have any issues pulling it up? All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, while we are waiting, everybody was able to pull it up. We're gonna do a little small little intermission. One of them, I think Panera open, ain't it? This restaurant real quick. We're gonna do a little small intermission, and I'll be right back.
Fuck wrong with you, boy? You know what time it is, nigga. Better watch how you step in. Yeah. But that was my nigga. Yeah. I'm in you. Got my nigga Rewan with me. But that was my niggas, it'll be an honor. You know what I'm saying? Under commanding General Yana. Straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home. That's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown, I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my Hakim gon' let him have it. Hey, think you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it, ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talking shit, yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we UPK Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm reppin'. And my niggas solid number, real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start steppin'. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them. I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For why take your life or let you take mine? That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, the shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complex. Still fighting to get accepted. We hear the truth and reject it, but love is getting corrected. And all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Fuck wrong with you, boy?
And we are back.
Lock me out now.
Go ahead, out of one.
Good night, Deep. Listen. First of all, that song is fire.
Oh yeah, that's like one of my favorite songs. Officer Nakawan be going in. He be going
I had
in.
not heard that one. I had not heard that one. That song is fire, and
Oh,
what
yeah,
you
that's like
did
one of
with
my
it is
favorite
amazing.
ones by him, man. Yeah, he be going in.
Amazing. Damn right. Most high in Christ.
And look, if y'all have not, Tribe Vibe is growing. Tribe Vibe is growing. It's getting bigger and bigger, better and better. So by all means, if you haven't already downloaded the Tribe Vibes app, Tribe Vibes. I know they have it for iPhone. You can still pull it up online if you have the Android. I don't know if they came out with the Android version of it yet.
I don't think they got the Android version yet, unless I'm missing something because I've been trying to get it for a minute. But yeah.
Yeah, but we have our own streaming service. So you ain't gotta listen to Sexy Red. You feel me? You ain't gotta listen to none of you. We got our own streaming service. And like I said, some really, really good good artists. I mean great artists on there. So by all means, can everybody see me all right? Oh, you know what? Shit, probably not. I killed my. There we go.
There you go.
There we go. I shut my studio down. All right. So I got let me see. I got 4 responses already. I got I'm not sure. What's my name? Okay. I see it, Riot. I see Shot. All right, so we got a couple more responses getting ready to come in. We're gonna go over everything. I see it still may be a little bit of confusion on those first 2. Thought I cleared those up on the last one, but that's all right. We're gonna go through them. All right. We're looking good on time. It shouldn't take us that long to go run through them. All right. So once you are finished, I see Aqua for IS, she submitted it, saying that she submitted hers. Everybody else, once you're finished, just give me a con. Give me a con in the chat once you're finished. Or just come off your mic and let me know once everybody that's on screen is done. Then we're gonna go ahead and go over it. Salakia. Sister Kenyessa says she good. Sister Na says she good.
That's all right.
Look, ran through the test. Ran through it. So
with all 100, I'm sure.
I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Stop sharing that. Get everybody up. Let me see how I go back. I gotta go to. Oh, here we go. All right. Yep. So far, the average score, everybody's done took that's taken it. We have 100 for the average score. So everybody is doing to WAP. That is great.
That's all right.
Once Aqua Diana say she good to go, we're gonna go ahead and go over it. Oh yeah, that looks good. See, that mean I made it too easy. I don't want. That's what that means. That's why I made it.
No, Salaki, not at all. That just speaks to your teaching. See,
that's why I made 4 of them. See this.
Sister, I ain't clapping. That just speaks to the effectiveness of your teaching.
Y'all did a wild job. Sister Kenyessa, you want speed now? Was you trying to get to this test? Was you? Let me speed now.
Slacky, I'm not gonna lie. Yes, sir, I was. I was doing 80 and a 50. Yes. Yes.
80 to 50, good night. All right, don't do that next time. Slacky, I'm sorry, y'all.
Be safe. We need every brother and sister. You know, a lot of us is stuck in that damn church, so we need the ones that can hear the voice. We need y'all.
All right.
Take your time.
All right.
I thought you got here awfully fast, though. You know.
Appreciate the zeal. We gotta be safe now. Gotta be safe.
That was slow for me.
I believe. I used to roll like that too. I used to.
We might have to take Sister Kenyessa to the council about this driving Salaki.
I see it.
Good night.
Sister I said lead foot.
Lead foot.
How you say that in Hebrew? What's foot? Because foot is maybe we'll pull it up.
Foot is man, what is foot? I just was over it. Yes, last
Yeah,
week.
just went over foot.
Regal,
Yep, regardless foot.
regardless foot.
Man, see how you say heavy.
Let's see if I can figure that out real quick. So like,
It look like heavy. It's kabod. Is kabod heavy?
let me see, kabad.
But maybe that's not what I'm looking for. Maybe that's a different yeah, not kabod, but kabod. Sister Ryan said we getting her Hebrew name together.
That's terrible. Let's see.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead,
Is
Aqua.
Quasha is hard, correct?
Khan.
Kwasha.
Quasha is hard.
Was that what y'all were looking for?
Well, I did heavy, but hard foot, man. That might work. That might work.
And what'd you say? What'd you say? Heavy was Yagana?
Kabod, Kabad.
Khan, kabad.
Yep. So
Kabad is heavy.
Yep. So it'll be Regard Kabod.
Regal, kabad.
You have to get
Salaki, we just working. Okay, so Salaki, if we could, we would have left Salaki, Sister King. Salaki, we had some fun with it, Salaki. I don't think that's what we was intended to do, but it is funny,
We
Salaki.
back focused now. We back focused.
We back focused. And Salaki, I don't believe that's gonna be your Hebrew name. Sister Raya is told we working out your Hebrew name. I seriously doubt that would be the case. Salaki.
All right, so we're gonna get ready to review it. Aqua Diana, are you good to go? Are you Tawab? Or are you still taking it?
So like I'm having trouble with number 1, but that's it really.
Oh, okay. No problem. Now, number one, is Ma Shamka.
Okay.
Ma Shamka. And Sham, that root word Sham is just name. So all I'm doing is just asking what your name is for that first one. But we'll go over that one though. But if you so yeah, that's just your name. That's just the type your name in. All right.
Okay, I'm about to submit that.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna get ready to go over it. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the test back up on the screen. We're gonna go ahead and review review the answers. It looks like everybody got hundreds. Y'all did a great job on it. Everybody got hundreds. We're gonna review that and we're gonna go from there. All right. Share this. All right, so we have it back up on the screen. Again, this particular test right here, just like the other one, the Lashawan Qadash, you can save that, keep that on your phone. You can always go back into them and take them at a different time. This is just so you will have a review over what we went over in class. This is going to kind of help it make it stick and, it kind of makes sense of everything. That first question, it says to translate the question below in Hebrew. So the translator below in Hebrew, you will write out Ma Shamka. And Ma Shamka is what? Your name. What your name. And so we're asking what your name is. And then you will put your name in below that one. That second one is saying Ma Shabbatka. I'm Salakia. No, that was correct. Ma Shabbatka. And we know that Shabbat, that's going to be tribe, right? So Ma Shabbatka is just asking what's your tribe. All right, asking what's your tribe. And we only asking that again just to get more practice with it. Also, just to show how we're doing what the Most High said was going to happen. We're bringing the tribe back together. You feel me? So again, that's so you'll know your tribe, be familiar with it, know how to ask another brother or sister what their tribe is. All right. So Ma Shabbatka. the correct pronunciation of that one. I would say Shabbat Yahweh. All right, Shabbat Yah, my tribe, Yahweh, or Judah. All right, and then we're going to get to the questions. Y'all all did a great job on the questions. Everybody got them correct. That first one is going to be Yahweh and the Assyrian. You'll see that there. Everybody got that one correct. That's going to be Judah, your Negro, or Judah, so-called black. The next one was Benjamin, Banyamin, son of the right. And everybody got that one correct. Banyamians. Y'all did a great job on it. The next one is going to be Levi, your Haitians, or Laya. It's one of the shortest ones, easier ones to identify just because it's so short, and that's Laya. All right. But it's also good to see the characters together. So again, you can kind of see how they fall when it's rolled out in that particular font in the Hebrew. All right. Next up was Simeon, or Shemaiwan. You have your Shah, your Ma, your I, your One. Everybody got that one correct. Shemaiwan again is going to be your Dominicans. Next up was Zebulun, from Guatemala to Panama. Zabalawan in the Hebrew, Zabalawan. And everybody got that one correct. All right. Next up was Ephraim, or your Puerto Ricans. In the Hebrew, Aparayim. All right. Everybody knocked that out the park, got that correct. You'll notice the different M on the end, or the different Ma, Salakia on the end is closed. And again, it's good to see everything kind of put together to kind of make sense of everything that we've been going over in class. Next up is Manasseh, or your Cubans, or Manasseh in the Hebrew. All right. That na that's in there can look almost kind of like a ba, but it's a lot shorter and compressed. So again, just by being able to see it and put it all together, y'all did a great job on this quiz right here. Next one up is going to be Gad, which is your native Indians. And it's pronounced God. And I take that back. This is even shorter than Laya, even shorter than Levi. Just two characters, the Ga and the Da. And everybody knocked that one out. Everybody got that one correct. Next up is Reuben, or your Seminole Indians. Your so-called Seminole Indians. Ra'aban. All right. It's a brother in the UK, Officer Ra'aban. And he teaches excellent Hebrew class as well. I know I've seen a couple of y'all in there when I've been in there, which is probably why you did so great on this test today. He also makes garments. I don't know if he's doing it. I know he did mine. I'll be sporting it at the Passover. He did mine. I got that order a couple months back. Well, about 4-5 months back now. I don't know if he's doing math orders yet, but I know the couple of ones that I've seen were great. He does the shields, the headband, the whole nine. He did one for Shamgar, strongest man in Israel. He did his, and you know what I'm saying? He did a great job on that. I'm looking forward to seeing all of our brothers and sisters when we get over there. So Ra'aban, and that's the son of the right. Salakia, that's behold a son. Salakia, behold a son. Then we have Asher, which means to be happy, and that's going to be our brothers and sisters from Colombia to Uruguay, pronounced in the Hebrew, Ashar. Everybody got that one correct. No doubt, Aqua Thashara. It was good to see you in class, and hopefully you were able to pull up everything correctly as well. And again, this is just another tool to add to y'all notes. Before you know it, we're gonna be speaking and understanding what we're saying to each other. All right. Next up is Naphtali. Our brothers and sisters from Argentina to Chile. In the Hebrew, pronounced Naphthalia. Oh, Salakia. Hold on. Uh-oh. Damn screen. I think that's a little okay. Maybe hopefully y'all can see me now. I ain't know I was in the abyss back there. I ain't know I had faded off into the abyss right there. All right, we back. All right, then next up we have, or last up, we have Issachar, which are Mexican brothers and sisters, pronounced Yashakar in the Hebrew, and their name means he who is hired. He who is hired. We got straight 100s on everybody. Officer Mataza Kara. Let's give everybody a hand. Y'all did a great job tonight. And if we have, do we have any other comments, questions, or concerns? Hopefully, everybody in the chat was able to stick around or follow along. I know we had a brother that was kind of new to the class that we hadn't seen before. It was good to have you in here tonight, brother. Again, we always put that link in there. So for anybody that wants to join, you can always join in to the class, even if we can't see your face. If we're able to hear you, to make sure that you're pronouncing everything correct. That's Tawab as well. Tawada for everybody. I'm glad that y'all enjoyed it. Y'all all aced it. Y'all did a great job. Like I said, we got a couple of more that may be missing one or two things on it, but I'm pretty sure y'all gonna do great on that as well. Officer Mataza Karada, did you have anything?
To our class, you did an awesome job, bro.
Tawada the one. All right, I'm gonna get these announcements and we're gonna get up out of here. We are a little bit over the time. I got supply trucks coming in. They finna refill all their coffee beans out there. They about to refill all the damn coffee beans. So let me
What's that, great?
so I ain't gotta cuss nobody out. All right, let me see where we at. All right, here go our announcements here. All right. So if that's being said, what I'm gonna do. Uh-oh. Oh, I unplugged it. Okay, we good. We got a whole bunch of juice now. That thing worked good. Work real good. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and remove everybody from the live stream. We're gonna read the announcements and we're gonna go ahead and get on up out of here. The water for everybody. All right. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street out of Harlem, New York, under Commandant General Yohanan. Since 1969, we have taught the truth of the Bible, that so-called blacks, so-called Latinos, so-called Native Indians are God's chosen people. You are the Israelites. That Bible was your history book. That's real black history. And we teach it every day here in the ISUPK. We're not affiliated with any Christian organization or any other fake Israelite group. If you are not in the ISUPK, you are not in the truth. Rule for a new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment found in Numbers chapter 18, verses 21, and Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. It means 10th in the Hebrew, ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, you want to give to the Treasury Department or the teacher. There's a priest fund. This is a free will offering for the priest. It's not mandatory, and that can be in whatever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. We have the Feast of Purim coming up February 22nd through the 23rd. That's that Thursday and that Friday. And also on February 24th, Commander General Yohana and a lot of the brothers and sisters from all over the country are going to be in Charlotte. We're going to have a camp speaking there. If you can make it, by all means, come on out, see it live and in person. Again, if you can make it there, I think we're going to have something in the school for the opening of the Feast of Purim. but you will get further announcements on that as we get closer to the date. After that, we have the Passover. Passover is approaching fast. It's going to be April 20th. It's really going to start April 18th. I want to say the 17th for that lamb slaughter. That's going to be Wednesday. $200, 18 and up. That should cover everything throughout that week. They haven't announced everything. I do know it's going to be a black party. I also know they got something going on in the Sky Zone for the kids or whatever. I don't know if I'm getting on no trampoline, but I don't know. It might just be depending on how good I'm feeling. I might try it out. But make sure again you pay your Passover fee. And we should see you there. It's gonna be all family. Our high holy days are a commandment from the Most High. It's not from the Most High. It's not a suggestion. It's not optional. The Most High want us to come together as a family like we're supposed to be. To celebrate when He took our enemies down and freed us and got us up out of Egypt. Also, if a brother wants to be a trooper, make sure he's in all black boots, shirts, pants, headband, and war scarf. And with that, we can give a courtesy salute to the brothers. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah Barakatah. We're going to give a courtesy salute to the sisters. Yahweh Shamar Alatham by Hashem Yahweh Shah. The water for everybody sticking around with us. We're going to play the Passover intro, Passover jump before we leave, and we're going to call it a night. It was Tawab seeing everybody, and we're going to see y'all again. Make sure y'all are in here. Oh, shit. Look, I'm thinking the Brotherhood class. Y'all have made it through the week. Make sure y'all here for the Sabbath service tomorrow. It should be announced on the site to let you know we're going to have it, or if it's going to be with our Baltimore brothers and sisters. We got to check and see. But other than that, go ahead, Adawan.
I'm pretty sure the school will be having Sabbath service here tomorrow. So they can definitely check the channels, both this the Richmond and the Virginia channel. It will likely be cast. I don't expect to be Baltimore based on the message we got earlier tonight.
I didn't see it. So
no sweat. That's why I was saying it. Yep, no sweat.
The water out of one. All right. So with that, Shalom, Israel. We're gonna see y'all soon.
Israel, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, under commanding General Yohana, presents the Lord's 55th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 55th Annual Passover is rapidly approaching. Commanding General Yohana is calling for all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to remember what the Lord did for us by saving us from our oppressors and choosing us to be a special people unto Him, the real Jews and Israelites. Passover will be held in Durham, North Carolina. Pay your Passover fee. Anyone 17 years of age or older must pay $200. Come and enjoy fresh lamb, unleavened bread, and the Spirit of Christ. Can't wait to see you all there, Israel. Shalom.
Gathered on streets and corners, all is feeling righteous. Real particular.